years ago, our longship set out for the faraway lands of Brockland, known as Francia. There our warriors fought, and they found a young warrior, brave and true, known as Jean Rambeau. Odin and Thor saw great promise in this young one, and in the fires forged a warrior to aid in the fight against Ragnarok, and thus was born Havaar Eriksson, true and strong warrior of the Black Star lands. Hail ye hall dwellers, hear my words! I sing of Havaar, storm of steel, wolf of the war roads, waker of wounds, who hews the helms of Trimaran's bold. Forth he rides, the shield wall's doom, iron tempest and battle song, where spears like serpents' fangs bite, yet none may drink the raven's mead from him. Breaker of blades, bane of lords, gold-ringed hand of her majesty's might. His war song shakes the battlefields, the earth quakes neath his thundering charge. Hark, the sagas shall long tell of Havaar's deeds. With swords embrace, his name sung in fire and steel, a storm that leaves no foe to stand. Skalds shall speak his name in awe, as long as meads flows and axes bite. I call forth now this man, holder of the queen's rapier, holder of the sable talon, companion of the blade of merit, companion of the order of the white scarf. Counted a champion of more of your majesty's baronies than I have time to name. Commander of the southern armies of Asteorra, freshly back from sweeping the fields of our Trimaran foes, for which he was honored with the Queen's battle banner. I now call forth Don Havaar Eriksson!
We do know this warrior, this Bedu Gaisis. Words of him have reached our ears, and we have seen our deeds with our own eyes.
Don Havaar, we will hear this case on your behalf, and we declare in all things.
Let those whose hands were called to move the stone come forward.
Here it is. Here we stand in judgment. Here we will make our decision.
Their majesties declare in all thing to hear the case concerning this warrior. First, they call for witnesses who have already given testimony, that it may be part of this case. Their majesties call for the order of defense. In the time of the Renaissance, there were fighters and teachers of great renown, famed as well for their skill with their rapiers as for their dedication and teachings. These were known as masters of defense. Furthermore, those who distinguished themselves by following the ideals of honor and courtesy, who esteem our laws and customs, and who embody the ideals of nobility, are counted as peers. Throughout the known world, the order of defense is growing to become the symbol of peerage among those greatly skilled in the arts of combat with rapiers and other steel weapons.
Members, is your word complete?
No, Your Majesty.
Are you still in agreement upon the advice and testimony you have previously given us regarding this people?
Yes, Your Majesty.
We will call testimony concerning this man. Turn and face those who speak.
Let those who speak to be heard by all.
Your Majesties, Gabriel of Maxwell and Alejandro Ramirez Mendoza, Knights of the Society, will bear witness to this man's prowess and honor.
Your Majesties, I speak for chivalry, which is, of course, one of the martial peerages. Let us consider what the role of chivalry is. To be a peer is to raise the martial prowess of Crown, to bring strong arms to Crown's side, to bring troops ready for war, so that Crown may ride for justice, for their will, for defense of the kingdom. Your Majesties, Don Havaar is known throughout the kingdom for his travels, to hone his skills, to hone the skills of others, to bring troops, to train them to what level he can, to command troops, to command armies, to go to war. Your Majesties, I commend him to you.
Your Majesties, I am not here to talk to his prowess. The Order of Defense has already spoken. I'm here to speak of his other knightly virtue that I see in great measure. While maybe ironic to mention for a Norseman, this man is humble. This man has listened to his friends and family over the years. He has changed who he is based on their love. He has grown, he has matured into this excellent person you see before you today. This man, I feel, is worthy. This man is my peer.
Your Majesties, Aubrey de Betancourt and Juan Carlos, members of the Order of the Laurel, will bear witness to this man's arts and learning.
Gathered gentles, peers of the realm, Your Majesties, it is both a privilege and a humbling honor to stand before you today as a laurel, to speak on the significance of this moment. We are here to witness this ceremony, this celebration. It marks not only a personal achievement, but the recognition of a life dedicated to the arts and the martial disciplines we hold dear within our society. The Order of Defense is an honor that stands as a statement of the dedication, the skill, and commitment that one must have to the martial arts of the society. It's not simply about the mastery of combat techniques, nor is it solely about the glory and victory, though those are both important. This period encompasses so much more. An embodiment of the ideals of honor, mentorship, and excellence, ideas which are shared by the Order of the Laurel. To be a master of defense is to take upon oneself the mantle of warrior, teacher, and leader. It is a recognition that this has not only honed his skills to a high level, but has also shared his knowledge, wisdom, experience. He has inspired, encouraged, and helped shape the next generation of fighters, ensuring that the arts of defense within our society are not merely preserved, but are passed forward with care, patience, and passion. Havaar, your contributions to our society, your relentless pursuit of excellence, your commitment to uplifting those around you have set a standard for all of us to follow. Today, we do not simply recognize your skill with the sword, but your impact as a teacher, a leader, and a peer. It is with great pride and joy that I stand here today, alongside my fellow peers, to offer you the recognition you so richly deserve. May your journey as Master of Defense be as fulfilling as it has been inspiring. To all who have had the honor to learn from you, fight alongside you, call you friend. This man is my peer.
Your Majesties, my fellow gentles and nobles, I have known this man for a little while. I hopefully have had some influence upon him. However, I'm here to accuse you of the murder of Jean Rambeau. A treasured member of my household. A joy on the field. It wasn't his fault he couldn't find his way in a paper bag. But I came to realize that maybe Jean Rambeau had to die so that Havaar could be born and become the fighter and the joy of this community that he is. It has been my honor to have some small part in your walk down this road. I know that you do magnificently. I know that you have chosen well. You are my leader.
Your Majesties, Mafunwe Fergaifian and Alden Drake, members of the Order of the Pelican, will bear witness to the service and fidelity of this man.
Your Majesties, great populace of Grindelwald, Hellsgate, and all of Asteorra, I have had the privilege of being the Baroness when this man first joined our game. I had the privilege of him selling his children to me so he could receive more lands. Not to the Baroness. No, to me. They are still mine. Thank you very much. I take all of the glory and all of the problems. I understand. I have also had the privilege of watching this man hold office after office after office to help his group be better. Watch him try to form a new group to make the SCA better. This man, although some days he frustrates me, I always have loved him. I've always appreciated him. He is definitely worthy of being a peer of the society. Thank you, Your Majesties, for recognizing this.
Your Majesties, good order, I stand before you, Alden Drake, companion to the Order of the Pelican, and I speak for this man. There are many pelicans who will speak of service, sacrifice, duty. Are by no means insignificant. They are the core of what our order is built on. Okay. I am in a very fortunate position to have experienced all of these things with Havaar, personally. It was Havaar who marshaled me in the rapier fighting arts. It was Havaar who commanded the Southern Army, of which I was a part of at this past Gulf War, and which was honored with the Queen's Battle Ribbon. It was Havaar who is one of my rapier champions. So I have seen Havaar on many fields, and I have called upon him for many tasks, and he has answered every time. He is a champion. He is a worthy member of this order. He is my friend. And Your Majesties, I would have it carved in stone that I commend to you and to all good gentles that this man is my peer.
Your Majesties, Sonia Rezaya and Tomoe, ladies of the Order of the Rose, will bear witness to the nobility, courtesy, and loyalty of this man.
Your Majesties, I am Duchess Sonia Brujaya, Asteorra member of the Order of the Rose. Havaar. Your Majesties, I feel a peer is impactful in multiple facets of the society and communities. Havaar is one such gentleman. Not only is his dedication and devotion to his chosen martial field exceed expectations, but the groups that he nurtures and grows within a local group, and the branches that stem through the kingdom for it, by taking on jobs like Seneschal and doing what needs to be done and being of service to the kingdom is inspiring. Your Majesties, I feel Havaar will be an impactful, true peer.
To their Majesties, their Royal Highnesses, and the fair populace of Asteorra, does this, I myself, Duchess, send her warmest regards. I've been bestowed the honor of asking as a member of the Order of the Rose to speak for Dawn Highlands. And I couldn't be more proud to do this since the moment I've met him. I met Havaar at Gulf War A&S 48. A member of the court of Dragonfall. At the time, as a countess and attending our queen, I had no champion to fence in the Asteorra Rose tournament. Havaar was introduced to me, did great honor both by myself and the roses of his kingdom. Now, for over a decade, Don Havaar has asked my patronage in the Asteorra Rose tournament. He contacts me each year and humbly asks me, may I serve you once again? To be considered to write words for you this day is a privilege for me. You show not only love but courtesy and kindness to a visiting rose. For me, Don Havaar has the highest example of this, and he and his house go above and beyond to keep this spirit alive. Not only for me, but for all in his community and kingdom. Don Havaar's elevation to the Order of Defense is beyond deserved. His warm-hearted dedication to his house and his crown are an honor for a foreign rose to send her words to be heard. I will add this, Havaar, watching you grow over the years has been a pleasure. It's been a joy, and I could not be more proud of you. I stood side by side with you when we wore scarves of all colors, bled together, drank together, shared some tears together. I am so proud of you, and you deserve it.
Your Majesties, Quintiliana, Christiana, Alush, Eleanor, Beatrix, Kira, and Colfina, current or former baronesses and fiefs to the crown, have sent or have come to bear witness to the impact of this man as champion with one voice.
We baronesses have come, great Asteorra, to speak on the merits that we have witnessed as this man is our champion. I, Kira, of Stargate, who have watched Havaar and his community with his rapier family, especially through the Stargate Death Squad. He continues to show leadership and execute execute his leadership with grace. I also speak for Baroness Alush of Bonwick. She is not here today. Havaar, he was more than just a champion. He was the advocate for his community. Havaar has shown me a different side to me. He used his rough grace to remind me that a landed baroness is an extension of the queen and is treated me no less. He let the dream live in him.
Having the opportunity to have Don Havaar as a champion has opened my eyes to something that I felt I could summarize in this way. It is one thing to say and pursue the path of a soldier, scholar, and courtier, and it is another thing entirely to see someone who demonstrates those traits on a daily basis. Don Havaar continues to be a role model to me and many in my lands, and I would say that he also helps us bring the dream a little closer every day through his actions and his passion. I also bring the words of Baroness Beatrix. Havaar was willing to serve as my champion when I was a new baroness. He set the standards. He served with joy, fun, honor, and courtesy. I always knew I could rely on him.
I am Christiana, Baroness of Bjornsburg. I first met Havaar when he was a young, brash fighter, and then later became a fellow cadet. As a White Scarf, I continued to watch him grow and evolve into both a scholar and a courtier. It was a privilege to choose him as my champion, where I witnessed his growth into the man he is today. I also speak for Baroness Eleanor. She would like to say that she especially appreciates his community building, attention to gender minorities, and that he's a good sport.
I am Lynn Tiliana, 10th Baroness of Ringelog. As you have heard, the Baronesses and the communities we represent will be forever changed and grateful for your unwavering, shenanigans, friendship, support, unwavering dedication, and tireless service. Your Majesty's esteemed order, whether you call him John Rambo or Havaar, this gentle has the heart and soul of a true champion. Thank you.
The Lions of Asteorra, defenders of the dream, are to our people the exemplars of the dream. They are not its gatekeepers. They are not those who hold it above others. They are our examples we wish we could be. They are our Sigurds, our Beowulfs, our Brynhilds, our Sigmunds. Your Majesties, Ivar Runamagi, a Lion of Asteorra, defender of the dream, will bear witness to the impact of this man on others' perception of the dream.
No pressure. Your Majesties, I have watched Havaar for many, many years grow from, as been said earlier, a brash. There's other words could be applied, but we won't use those. But very enthusiastic warrior. As the Baronesses have said, he was champion in Bjornsburg. We had to choose him because, well, he showed what a champion should be and served us well. The Lions watch for people's character and what they contribute, how they inspire. Your Majesties, this man is an inspiration to anyone who wants to take up a weapon. I don't care what kind it is. He gives it his all and shows us what and inspiration should be. Your Majesties, without a doubt, this man is a peer. And thank you for recognizing this to the Order and your Majesty.
We have heard this testimony, and we will now hear the examination of the candidate. Havaar, turn and face us.
Having considered the advice of the members of the Order of Defense of Asteorra, their Majesties agreed to hear this case brought before them. They have heard the testimony of witnesses called. The remaining questions are for Havaar. Havaar, if their Royal Majesties elevate you to membership in this order, will you give them your word that you will henceforth comport yourself as befits a peer of their realm, as you most surely have until now, and that you will attempt in all your endeavors to be a noble example to their people?
I will.
If elevated, will you further promise to treat all with courtesy and to uphold the laws and traditions of Asteorra?
I will.
Havaar, right mindful of your service to the crown, your kingdom, the society and all of its many peoples, and responsive to the wishes of your peers and the testimony presented at this all thing, we are minded to elevate you to membership to the Mastery of Defense.
Know that to wear the insignia of a peer of the society is to hold a sacred trust. That of the obligations of peerage will demand your efforts every moment of your life.
A peer must constantly show respect to their crown of the kingdom, whether in agreement or disagreement. In counseling, a peer sets the example of behavior to others to follow. Behavior not only respect to the crown, but in all manner.
A peer must demonstrate support for the aims and ideals of the society by being as authentic in dress, equipment, and behavior as is within their power.
The word of a peer must be dependable beyond doubt and question. The opinion and advice of a peer must be grounded in fact, what is believed to be best for the crown, kingdom, and society. Like the ancient world tree, Yggdrasil, it should always stand straight and true to its beliefs, but not to be made of stone. And even Yggdrasil will bend or adjust before the wind of truth, however uncomfortable that may be.
The hospitality of a peer, practiced within your means and as appropriate to individual circumstances, is an expected courtesy. You do not offer hospitality just to be an example, though you are one, but because it is a quality of the peerage.
Further, you will be expected to teach others through example and directly. In all skills of service and in the arts and sciences, martial or non-martial, for which you yourself have learned to the benefit of the crown, kingdom, and society.
Knowing all of this, our expectations of the peer, is it still your wish to accept membership in this order today from our hand?
It is, Your Majesty. Don Havaar, are you free to take the oath and accept the responsibilities of Master of the Order? I am, Your Majesty.
A white collar is a symbol of this order. Is there a collar for which this man, so all may know him for what he is?
There is, Your Majesty.
Is there a cloak for the king?
There is, Your Majesty.
I have another call, Your Majesties.
Oh, sorry.
Are you using the middle?
Now, is there a cloak?
There is, Your Majesty.
Since we know he's so cold.
wear a sword for this man. I've been seeing you in this sword.
In the order of the defense, it is not required that you swear fealty, but you may do so if you wish. Is your wish to swear fealty to us? Is there an oath ring so this man may swear his oath never to be broken?
There is, Your Majesty.
Hear now the oath of Havaar to his crown. Oath I take to always offer service to crown. Promise made to protect people both young and old. Selfless sacrifice, a service freely given. Wisdom this warrior wields to fight injustice. Dream I will defend till death takes me to Valhalla. Bear witness to my words, woven before Star King. Here in this hall do I, Havaar Eriksson, swear this oath before our crown, upon this iron ring and sword.
We accept your oath. In return, we swear to you, we will heed your wise counsel in all things. We will keep the welfare of Asteorra first and foremost in all of our decisions. We will work with you to enrich the lives of her people. We will reward that which is freely given by protecting their aid and gaining their love. May all strength fail, and the world turn against any who break this law. Rise. Canary Havaar Eriksson, hear our judgment. Behold, Havaar Eriksson. Behold, a peer of our realm. Behold, master of defense.
For Canary Havaar, newest master of defense, in fealty to the crown of Asteorra, vivat!
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 Canary Havaar, one moment. As this order came into court this evening, among either speakers or those who came, a ring was dropped. If you are missing a ring, see the herald during or after court. The order has their majesties leave to greet their new brother at the back of court after they've done things with swords that are appropriate. Canary Havaar, before you leave this order out of court, there is a document for you to take with you. We raise this bone of earth for Havaar Eriksson the Passion, the Possum, liege of the sword flood. Bless him with the hair of Sith at this gate of hell at our Crucible. He feeds the wolves on raven wine. Know you his majesty of the shine in the dark, his round sail, his fleet feet fly as swans at sea. We know his honor and truth, we name him a master of the blade. Gillian, Queen, Jean-Paul, King.
Although, we have to be careful. Last time, neither of us got a moral.
Kunari Havaar, lead the order to the back of court. Let your brothers and sisters greet you appropriately.
Let's go, guys. You have to stay here.